Hey guys, it's the How Devlin Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Stephen Henry. To my left on my screen, we got the Mr. Matt Williams.
Hey fellas, what's up?
There he is, being there. Down there in the office, the resident head bear in charge, David Wayne.
Morning.
That's right. All right, bear, David Wayne. To his left, the Tiger Woods impersonator, Dylan Walker.
Yeah, we got Dylan Walker instead of the intern this week, so it's same thing.
Yeah.
We got to fill our quota.
Basically, what they're saying is we try not to get canceled, and they needed to make sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we needed what did Metzger say? It was JJ. He said, I need a girl or an other.
An other, yeah.
He's like, because he didn't want like 3 white dudes in a row, so he's like a girl or an other.
And I appreciate you wearing a hat with no emblem on it so that we don't get flagged for any trademark infringement, anything like that, Dylan. So
None. Basically, what I'm trying to put across is I am the shooter. Yes, I am. I'm trying to stay as incognito as possible, man.
yeah, you'd look like the starting character for a video game. You haven't leveled anything up yet? Like you haven't gotten the name brand shit yet.
Yeah, no, I haven't even been in the gym. You haven't been able to do my muscles or anything. I'm just the lead.
That's a good place to be, man. That way you can just like weave your way into the crowd and just chill out. Like
exactly. You'll never find
yeah.
Oh, by the way, before we forget, if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, follow us. It's great. Share, comment, subscribe.
Right.
All that.
Every Wednesday, we're coming at you.
Yeah. And we'll probably get back on topical depressions at some point, but for right now, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm a TikTok boy for now.
Yeah, I see that, dog. Oh my gosh. Stephen Henry has come out of his shell. He's on TikTok.
Stephen Henry is 8 people.
Yeah.
And growing. It's the craziest shit.
I love it, man.
It's all my personalities.
Yeah.
No, like that's it now, man. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, like everybody's blowing up on TikTok that I know, and by that I mean getting hundreds, maybe even tens of hundreds of views.
Yes, and we've made it. Exactly. I have somebody else take out my trash just because that's 600 views. I mean, it's okay. I made it.
Yeah. So you're on TikTok, right, Dylan?
I am. Yeah, I'm on TikTok at Dylan Walker Comedy, man. Everything, all my handles are Dylan Walker Comedy. It's actually been pretty cool, man. I stayed away from TikTok for as long as I possibly could. Man.
Yeah.
I'm from the TikTok generation, but it's a necessity now. Everybody's on it, and if you want to be taken, you know what? I welcome that. Welcome back, man.
Yeah.
Whatever gender pronoun.
Shit. It's gender. It's
Geranium.
It's gender fluid. Geranium Smythe.
Yeah,
Can't find my fucking glasses.
Yeah.
I can't see. Just like these
probably
people pretend not to see color.
You probably left them at the gender reassignments.
I love how none of y'all mentioned that Stephen even left. I was just I'm still waiting for Stephen to come.
Who the fuck is Steven? Just another cis man just sitting in on this podcast.
Cisgendered male. That's just what Stephen is.
Oh yeah, he adds nothing, takes away, just takes away everything.
He takes away 23% more than a woman would.
Basically, we had to break up the minority and make this podcast a little more equal. It could be 3 white male.
Right.
Oh, no.
Like, I feel like I'm still in charge, but I'm just like less in charge.
If anything, your job is in severe jeopardy right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as long as there's not another like authority figure that you can go above me to get me in trouble, I'm fine. That sounds so cringy to say. I'm like, I only fear retribution if it could happen.
I would like to say it looks way better with the glasses.
It does.
Thank you, Dylan.
With your permission, I would like to take part of that and like put it back over your ear ever so slightly.
Do you want to fucking touch me, Matt Williams? Is that what you're saying right now?
With permission,
I was
Geranium.
gonna say, yeah, are you asking his consent first?
Her consent.
It's been a whole 10 seconds. You need to ask consent.
Yeah. Do I have consent to acknowledge you?
Your presence.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it for more than what it is, but you're here, and I just don't know if I can say hi or not.
Right. And I already apologized for being a Libra and you being a Scorpio.
I'm a Pisces, bitch.
Fuck. My bad. I didn't mean to missign you.
Yeah.
Check.
Two
I'll
fish.
Yeah.
He said, check your privilege.
Yeah, is missigning somebody a thing? I
Listen, bitch.
Gendering is
Geranium is the Pisces because you can eat this fish on Friday. Okay. Even for Lent.
Jesus.
That's so funny. That's so funny, dude. What is your name, ma'am? I'm sorry.
Geranium Smythe.
All right.
Geranium Smythe. I am a student of lesbianic ukulele at NYU, obviously. I don't know why that's funny, but
that's the noise she makes whenever a cisgender male acknowledges her.
Well, I doubt you're going to Texas Tech. You know what I mean?
it would have been more convenient coming from. It would have been more convenient coming from Oklahoma to go to Texas, but I was like, fuck that.
I don't think you spoke him in Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm studying lesbianic ukulele at Alabama.
Yeah. War damn eagle.
Something tells me the Texas Longhorns would not accept
Yeah.
the lesbian ukulele.
Yeah.
Yeah, Longhorn is too phallocentric.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt Williams.
Why
That's
can't
what
they
I've been
just be
saying.
the Texas Horns. They'd be the Longhorns.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
No,
I don't know.
dude, I was talking about that the other day. Like some of the teams, it's like imagine like being on a football team or like a basketball team, and like you're trying to act hard, and your school mascot is the Ducks,
Oh, for sure.
like Oregon Ducks. Like you can't go to like
No.
so some schools have like cool names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Longhorns are like fighting armadillos and shit. Like
Yeah, no, the barbarians can't be taking on the grasshoppers over here. It just can't.
Dude, being the goon from the Ducks. The enforcer.
no, but I'm talking about the college. Like there's Oregon. Oregon's real. Oregon
has some dope uniforms, though. I'm not even a college football fan. You put them feathers on my shoulders, and I'm flying.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, but sometimes they're like bright yellow, and you're just running down the field looking like a bee.
Looking like the little girl from the Blind Melon video.
Yeah,
Oh
essentially.
I mean, that would be like a crossing guard, the most in-shape crossing guard ever.
Yeah. Fun fact: that was Geranium Smythe when she was 8. Okay.
Oh yeah, she's the one that gave him the heroin, I bet.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Here, try this white male.
This white powder for this white male gonna put him in the ground.
Oh, it's so fun.
There's my mom actually gave me the what's it called, like the little banner that you get. Fuck.
Fuck are you
There's
talking
a
about?
specific name for it, like the
Family crest?
hold on the stick, and you're like, yay! I know it's a flag, but there's an actual name for it.
Are you talking about a standard, Matt Williams? Like a standard's a banner on a stick.
Maybe.
You know,
Okay.
I'm sure at least one person in this Zoom call right now has a college degree or at least multiple years of college experience. We can't figure this out.
Yeah. Well, there's my mom got me this thing. It's called the they're the Mississippi. It's like Delta State Fighting Okra. That's the dumbest one I've ever seen for a college team.
Fighting okra.
Yeah.
The fighting.
I like TCU. They're
Wait a minute,
the horned frog.
Okra, you're saying it's a school of pod people?
Yes. And they should be cut.
Just in every headline when they lose, the okra got fried again today.
Oh my God.
The okra got fried again.
When they met up with the Texas chili. That's so stupid. I don't know if I think I told you guys about it, but like minor league baseball teams are fucking insane when it comes to when it comes to the names too. Because I remember back home we have the Pensacola Blue Wahoos, and right next door they have the Montgomery Biscuits.
Oh,
Yeah, the Flying Biscuits.
Was it Flying Biscuits?
I think it's Montgomery Flying Biscuits.
Yeah.
Get out of here, you biscuit.
Yeah, it's like AA baseball, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those names are worse than
It is. It is
Derby
just.
horse racing.
What's
What's
up?
up?
Sorry.
I said those names are worse than Kentucky Derby horse racing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was great because I was in right field, and there's just like a group of people from this this credit union, it was like Navy Federal. So they had this like huge, they just had this huge spot in the stands, and there was like 30 people just yelling, "Biscuits!" at the right fielder for hours.
It is
Crying.
It is just biscuits. You're right. You know what's funny? They're the farm team for the Tampa Bay Rays. They're the AA for the Tampa Bay Rays. I don't know.
They're still around. I'm surprised.
Double A. What's a double A?
It's a
AA
battery.
is like it's like the lowest.
Jeez.
Well, they're single A ball. So like after high school, like you can go to the majors or you can go to college or whatever.
Oh,
Or
gosh.
you can play single A baseball, AA, AAA, and then you can get called to the majors.
Gotcha.
So it's like the farm system.
Yeah.
I don't like how he has green screen advantage over us, and he's just able to be wherever he wants. In the
Well, that's our apartment.
He just keeps saying he. We're just gonna let that slide.
Yeah.
First of all,
I like
You
how
know what? Like I don't think you want to get loud with like a trained fighter. I mean, you're gonna let some things slide here. and there.
above being a trained fighter. First of all, I'm a black man. You can't answer that.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to go there. So
My mother.
yeah. It's like, no, he couldn't have been in the military. Black. That's why.
I remember when I wouldn't say that I was responsible for the show getting canceled, but I would say I was playing a factor. And at Cowboy Corral and Sean Harper's show, and they tried to say that I was the reason for them not wanting comedy there anymore. Sean immediately went to my military service. He was like, the first person we had there was a black veteran. I can't.
You got to perform under that Blue Lives Matter flag.
Oh, it was great. I could reach my hand up and crest the stripes on the flag.
I know, like I almost like the show we did, Sean and John addressed it, and if they didn't address it, I was gonna be like, wow. I'm like, it was right after the election, so I was like, man, I was gonna like, you guys are happy that Biden won, huh? You got the blue Lives Matter flag, like
You know what's crazy
Democrats.
is I feel like because Biden won and that's such a conservative bar and we were talking shit about it every single week, we probably just rubbing the dirt in, man. Yeah, dude. The president of the motorcycle gang there came up and shook my hand when I got off stage and told me I did such a great job. But in reality, he probably meant you'll never be here again.
Well, honestly though, I don't know if did he know that you were a veteran?
Oh yeah, by that time.
Okay. Yeah, because motorcycle gangs, that's how they started. They were all veterans.
Oh yeah, that's how they started. Like,
motorcycle gangs
and complained on me.
Oh well, all right. Maybe their morals have changed since World War II.
Oh my god.
Because that's how they started. Was after World War II, they came home and they didn't know how to process shit, so they formed like motorcycle gangs. That's all. So like the military is always like something that you don't fuck with like them.
Instead of PTSD, they just got on their Harleys and were just toxically male, just driving around.
Basically.
With their cute little leather vests on.
So fun.
Yeah, dude, that's that Kyle Kinane bit where he talks about who's the guy that was the leader of the Westboro Baptist Church?
Phelps.
Yeah, he's like that guy is such a good villain. He's like, and the reason he's a good villain is because he brought two groups together, because like
Michael
you know,
Phelps, right?
No,
yeah, that's funny. No, he just said how like gay people hated Westboro Baptist Church, but so did
Right.
bikers because they would boycott like military funerals. So
Oh,
he's like, I just like to imagine that they're all hanging out and there's like a group of bikers and a group of gay people. And then one of the lines is like that. The gay guy's like, the biker's like, what? Cute vest? Oh, thank you. Like, it's just so funny. Like, he's like, you got to appreciate a good villain.
Westboro Baptist Church is where they ended up burning it down, right? Is that the one?
No, you're thinking of the Branch Davidians.
Yeah.
The Branch Davidians. Which one's Westboro Baptist Church?
I think they're pretty much done now. Once that leader guy died, didn't they? Or
The leader guy died, and the daughter is like anti them and just keeps coming out and like fucking smacking them down, like Megan, whatever.
Yeah, so they're big on hating gay people, and like any but like you said, it was like veterans coming home from like they would protest the funerals, yeah, because like either they're Muslim or something else, or just for whatever reason.
No,
I'm
it's just because
about them now, so I don't.
It's because if you actually follow the book, minus them not following Matthew 6:5, which is don't be fucking preaching in the street, like minus that part, like the whole thing about like render unto Caesar, there's no nations, things like that, like that's really in the Bible. So like they hate the military because the Bible hates the military. They hate gay people because the Bible hates gay people. Like, yeah, like that's the funny thing.
They're like trying to follow it to a T, I guess.
Yeah, they're really literal about the book.
Right. Which is why they're extreme. It's the same thing when you get the radical people who follow the Quran and all that shit.
Oh, it's no different. Yeah, well,
it's all open to interpretation.
I think that white people are starting to get a taste of what Muslim people dealt with.
Right.
9/11.
Right. So it's gone from Quran to Karen.
Yeah, man. The face of domestic terrorism has changed.
Right. Yeah.
It went from a hijab to a fucking bob cut.
You said hijab
also to this.
Bob?
Yeah. It went from hijab to a fanny pack and dad shoes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, from backpacks to fanny packs.
Mentally imbalanced to New Balance.
Fanny packs to backpacks.
It went from brown to beards. So now I have a beard and I'm in trouble.
A bearded bear in trouble.
Yeah. So Dylan, you do Muay Thai. Was it Muay Thai?
What the fuck?
I said Muay Thai. Muay Thai.
Eat more chicken.
Man, you just say Bowie, but with an M?
He did better than most, though.
Muay
He did
Thai?
better than most. Most people come up to me and talk about, you do that Muay Thai, right? I'm like, we're at a bar. Is this brunch?
Yeah.
It's Muay Thai, not
Muay Thai. Yes, sir. Yeah, but I started training Muay Thai when I was 16 years old.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. I started boxing when I was 14, and I did that for about a year and a half. And when I discovered that there was a way to fight using your knees and your elbows and your feet, I was like, oh, I'm home. I'm sold, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it saved my life, man. I got beat up a lot as a kid. My street record is lopsided. All right. Salty record, man.
Oh God! So you're the cupcake match, like for the NCAA. So they're like, all right, it's homecoming. Go get Dylan.
I'm the tune-up game. You come to me when you just lost a fight and you want to feel better about yourself and you need somebody who's going to be down. That's me.
The boxcar walker.
Yeah, and so it's just hard times, and eventually you just get tired of it, and you want to learn how to not be scared when you leave your house.
So like when you were a kid, was your hero Sagat from Street Fighter?
When I was a kid, man, it was people like Muhammad Ali and essentially like the Red Power Ranger. You know what I'm saying? Like people who could actually make a difference in life.
Right.
So how did you feel about the introduction of the Green Ranger? Were you like, this is overkill?
Yeah, like, what is going on? So no, we're not doing this. Real OGs know what time it is, bro.
Yeah.
The Green Ranger is the only one who's actually done MMA, right?
Oh man,
Tommy.
Yeah, the Tommy guy can actually fight, man.
Yeah,
he can fight, dude. What's funny
I
is,
mean, when you have a ponytail, you kind of have to learn how to.
He's gonna have to beat up Jake Paul now.
Tell every guy running around with a man bun today. Tell every guy that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Most of them are just like namaste, like let's settle down.
Yoga.
Namaste my
brother.
distance.
I come in peace, brother. It's all good, man. Positive vibes and shit.
Ah,
You know?
man. Muay Thai is the way, man. Muay Thai is the future. It doesn't get.
What's what was it Kickboxer that Jean-Claude Van Damme was in? That's Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. And it doesn't get the respect or attention that it should deserve in America. It's been tried numerous times, but
Oh, I love that movie, man. I loved all his movies. My dad, we watched like Bloodsport, like all the 80s action movies.
it's
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
That one, that's the one where he's wearing like the proper thing.
Yeah, dude.
I don't want to disrespect like the head.
It's called a mangan, but yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
shit, dude.
And he's fucking like kicking a steel or he's kicking like a concrete barrier to warm up.
If only
was
we
like-
could actually do that. Yeah, to warm up.
Yeah.
Warm up. Oh, it's so crazy.
And they dip their hands in wax or something or glue, and then they put it in glass, and then they have to fight with like glass on the wraps. I'm like, that's intense, dude.
Muay Thai is dope because unlike boxing, these guys stay active. They fight multiple times a month, and it's not uncommon for Grand Prix tournaments to take place where you're fighting several times in the same night.
Oh shit.
Right,
Yeah,
like,
it's real shit.
like the Kumite.
Exactly.
And
Like,
Bloodsport. No, but so like, is it a style of fighting where like your hands, you don't use them as much? It's more elbows, knees, and feet
correct.
based, right?
Traditionally, in Thai style Muay Thai, you're going to score or land with your feet a lot more than you are with your punches. Because if you think about it, when I'm fighting in a Muay Thai fight, my hands have gloves on, so they're padded. The judges see that as a weaker technique as opposed to me slamming a shin across your ribs or running a leg kick, which has no padding. If I throw
Or even like an elbow, right?
exactly, elbows have no
Fuck that.
pad, knees have no pad. They
Yeah, and that's
score
like
high
harder
like
than your
that.
hands anyway, too. Your elbow and shit,
Yeah.
your knees, like
What's gonna be the farthest tool of my arsenal to hit at long range? Which
a leg.
My leg,
Yeah.
yeah. Every time. People like to make fun of the calves, so I'm like, all right, man, it's okay. Come feel
Who
it.
makes fun of calves? Look at this dude with the chicken ass calves.
Everyone not from Cleveland.
Ask John Jones about small calves. You know what I mean? Ask anybody who's made fun of John Jones.
Oh
man.
yeah,
That was
MMA, yeah.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because it seems like Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu it seems like people either go one or the other, or they just kind of flip-flop whichever they're feeling at the time.
If you're gonna pick up one, I'd recommend one or the other. You know what I mean? Or both.
Well, it's because one of them's on the ground, the other one's stand up, right?
And so when you get a good striker who isn't worried about somebody catching a kick and being taken down, he's throwing everything. Whereas opposed, if he doesn't have a ground game, he's going to be intimidated to throw these kicks against Khabib because Khabib's going to catch that leg
And they're gonna
not
shoot.
getting back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's just an art form, man. I wish I knew how to do it. I'm just
Do it,
too
man.
fat.
No, jiu-jitsu would be great for you, dude. I'd love to see Davey and a gi rolling around on a mat. Are you kidding me?
A bear in a death roll.
Dude,
It's gonna
come
take
on.
me longer to get dressed than my last training. I'm gonna take like 5 minutes to get all this shit together. Finally figure out how to tie the damn knot, get out there,
Just to
and
get
then we're gonna roll for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, I'm done. Like,
He's gonna have to tie two white belts together.
So that's the thing. It's not. People get it twisted and think that if you're doing martial arts or if you're training Muay Thai or training Jiu-Jitsu, that you have to be getting ready for a fight. Motherfucker, I'm getting ready for life, dog. That's it. I'm
Yeah.
not. It just helps me feel better. It's better for your health.
well, I had a buddy of mine that started training, and he lost a bunch of weight because of
Yeah.
that. He had knee problems. He lost the weight, and his like knee problems went away, and all this
Mhm.
shit. So, and he competes in like tournaments and wins medals and stuff like that.
That's
He
one of
fights
my
out of
goals.
Austin for like top team, but
Mhm. It's one of my goals this year is to actually compete in jiu-jitsu and no-gi. So that way I can at least say that I did it. I've spent so much time striking and getting experience in a ring that I'd like to take my experience to the mat now. Start tapping people, man.
choking bitches out, dude. That
Yeah,
sounds like
people
fun.
underestimate. They think I'm just a stand-up guy. They think I'm just a stand-up fighter. I'm a stand-up comedian. No, I'll take you down too, bro.
I think that's what everybody in the Tampa Bay scene is waiting for, is for a heckler to come after you on stage and get it on video. Like I think that's the number one anticipation. They're like,
just Dylan puts him through a wall.
Dude, I'm just picturing Dylan now. He's like, everyone thinks I'm a stand-up guy. His next mic, he's gonna get on stage and just fall down and be like, "Come on, guys, come at me, audience." Because in jiu-jitsu, they're like, "Yeah, bring it to the ground."
You know what's messed up is that I speak, I talk shit for a living. I talk shit, and this is what I do. But it's like I can't get into a fight. You know what I mean? On stage with somebody, because that would be the worst thing for my image. Dude,
actually you probably get more famous
like
that I would ever be
literally destroys heckler.
Yeah, man,
because
the thing is, I think it's like something like once you cross like once you turn on that switch, you can't stop, kind of thing.
You know,
and so once you start engaging with this heckler, they're gonna be like, within a few seconds, be like, I made a mistake, and you're gonna be like, yeah, well, I can't stop now.
No.
You finish
tried to get us out of this. Remember when I tried to get us not be here, and we're here now? Well, we gotta handle this.
Dylan would be the opener for any comic who's ever been hit by an audience member.
Pauly Shore,
Nick DiPaolo.
Yeah.
Was that Nick?
Remember?
That was Nick, huh? Oh my god.
Yeah, Nick got sucker punched by Geranium sister.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That if it ever happens, I mean, it would be a glorious moment for sure. I'm gonna take full advantage of it. But god damn it, man! For the longest time, I wouldn't go on stage without my gun. So I mean, yeah,
I could see you just being like visually upset that you're like, I'm going to have to beat this guy's ass. Like I wanted to tell jokes, and this motherfucker wouldn't stop, and now he's here.
Oh gosh, I've never had a negative experience with hecklers. Hecklers have never come off aggressive and tried to make me feel shitty on stage. The worst thing that happens is they didn't like something that I said. You know what I mean? And then now we can just I said Black Lives Matter, but you didn't let me get to the destination. You heard that and you jumped out of the car already. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, just buzzwords. Anytime you say any kind of like buzzword, people just perk up. And if whether they agree or don't agree, they just stop listening. And because they heard the word that they've already formed their opinion on.
For sure.
So they just go to that in their head. And it's like, it's so fucking annoying.
It's so wild.
You're not watching TV now, all right? You don't just get to say whatever you want
without
any kind of repercussions.
It's not a conversation here. And I think people get that misconstrued.
Yeah.
No,
you're able to turn it around.
I had that a lot where they're not necessarily heckling, but they're just like, oh, that's so true. I'm like, cool. Can I just say the thing?
Yeah, those are my worst hecklers is when they think they won't shut the fuck up.
Wish I would have had a heckler. Friday night, man. Fucking Bomb City. It is like the worst I've ever done.
No
worse than that Divine one?
Pretty damn close to that. It might be worse than that, actually. Because I was in an actual comedy club. This wasn't an open mic. I couldn't just get off stage, you know.
Right.
Where were you performing at?
It was at where I'm gonna be working for you on the 20th. Does that make sense?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't really want to say. So like,
you.
Anyway, so there's like 15 people there, and it's the late show Friday. So people have been up since like 6 in the morning, 7. They're all tired or whatever, and they got their food. And I hear them eating. I'm like, all right, cool. I go up, I do the intro. I was like, you know, I was hosting, so I had to fill in for somebody. And I'm like, hey, I was like, it's Friday night. How we doing? And everyone's like, yeah. And I'm like, you can do better than that. And then they get louder. I was like, all right, cool. Off to a good start. It's only like 15 people. Going to my first joke, a few laughs here. Second joke, a few laughs. They just start dwindling. And I'm like, and then I kind of look out there and I can see everyone's kind of eating. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's just because they're eating. But after about like 3 or 4 minutes, I'm like, dude, like nothing after everything. And I'm just like, and I'm still like, I didn't change my pace. I didn't slow down. I don't think I did, at least. I still was smiling. I'm still happy, like upbeat, trying to keep the energy up. And I'm like, finally, I'm just like, I don't know what you guys want from me. Like, I don't know if I said that, but something along those lines. And I was like, oh, the Bucks are in the Super Bowl, and they're like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, you can hear me. I just want to you can respond. You don't all have food in your mouth at the same time. It just, I wasn't even getting chuckles or nothing, dude. It was weird. So then the feature goes up, same thing. The headliner goes up. Headliner had him like first 6 minutes, but he's like, I don't want to work this hard. He said, you guys didn't pay attention to my boys up top. He's like, I'm already upset, and like everyone's like, oh, you know, and it's, but like he's like, it was that's what he said when he got up there. They didn't give us anything, and he was like, that pissed him off because he's like, you're not giving my boys nothing,
you know
what I mean? Like. So he's like, I started resenting the crowd. He said, and I know they could hear it in my voice.
Yeah.
But it was still throughout the night, just like pulling teeth. He still did like 60 minutes.
Right.
Because he was like, I'm going to fucking keep you here. Because you don't want to laugh.
You got to pay your sitter an extra 15 to something.
That's so amazing, dude. It's good when the headlines are cool like that and they get it. They understand.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Where you're coming from and shit.
Well, because he came up around here. I think he came up in Orlando.
Yeah, he's from Orlando. So, but then Saturday shows were better.
He's from Ireland first, then Orlando. But
yeah,
I feel like it's those nights as a comic those are the nights that you build camaraderie with. Like you're like, sure. I think this sucks. And they're like, yeah, it sucks. You're like,
it's still
oh, okay, yeah, this is the worst thing. This is the worst night I've had. Yeah, this is one of those nights. And then you guys just kind of get through it, and we're like, they suck.
Yeah, it's like our version of going through the shit together in military or something.
You know, and you're just in this hole. You guys are fighting your way through it, though. You don't know how we're gonna get through it, but we're gonna.
Yeah.
That spot is tough too because I've hosted there more than I've hosted anywhere else. So I know kind of what to expect when I'm going up there. I'm not trying to murder. I understand. I'm just trying to set a smooth cadence. If I can do that, then I did my job.
Yeah.
But
something about those tables and when they get their damn food, dog.
Well, it's because they face each other. They don't face the stage. So they already have to like turn sideways to even look at you. So
it's set up like an Italian style dinner.
Family, yeah.
And everybody's ordering pasta, meatballs, stromboli.
It's like Jesus's last meal.
Yeah,
Every table.
Like that. And I was like, yeah, please just listen, hear me out.
Yeah, but the second show last night was like 19 people, and it went way better than Friday night. Like you're getting laughs in there. It's just the first show there was like 60 people, 60 or 70, so it was like fucking booming, you know. But
yeah.
You're gonna say, Stevie? Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say like that shit though, Dylan. Like you're like it's rough and it's where I do it the most, but like that's why you're gonna get better than most people.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I believe that it's a necessary thing if you're trying to make it to the highest level that you better know the job of the guy below you. So if I'm in this game to be a headliner, I had better know how to feature, and if I'm trying to be a feature, I had better know the job of the host. Well, I didn't have that mentality for a while, and now I'm just trying to learn as much as I can.
Well, that's the thing. Like you start with guest spots, and guest spots are so easy compared to hosting. Like hosting is so much harder. And
I think hosting is the hardest job on the show. I think that
I'm up there,
but.
No,
I've not headlined, but I imagine that's the hardest.
True. That's
because you're going up after 45 minutes of other people.
Yeah. But if they're there to see you, it might be different. So
that's
it's always, I've heard difference. Some headliners say hosting is the roughest spot because you're going up cold. The feature is everyone agrees is like the best. There's no check drop. You're not going up cold. You're just like go up here, knock it out. We'll sell some merch.
Yes, sir.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you only got to keep people's attention for 20 to 25 minutes.
Yes, sir.
But and that's what's always weird about like headlining because people are like, I'm going in my closer now. I'm like, yeah, but you're doing it during the check drop.
Right.
So like you save your best joke for when no one's paying attention. They're doing math. Like, although some clubs will drop checks like after the show, which is pretty cool. But
well, they usually do their merch pitch during check drop. Then they do.
Right.
That's true. I guess that's true.
I've even seen people work on new jokes during the check drop. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I saw Joe Mackey do that, and I thought that was cool.
You know what's funny in New York is they actually have a newer comic come in and do the check drop, and then the headliner comes back up, which I'm like, that's crazy.
Wow. That's insane.
They do? They just bring someone up to do a guest spot during the check drop?
Hey, real quick. Yeah, fill out your bills.
Yeah, you know Dan, right? Dan Carney?
Yeah.
Like Dan Carney, that's what he used to do all the time in New York, is he would just do the check drop spot. Like they would just have people come in to stand up New York to just do check drop.
You're like, All right, guys, while we're doing check drop, you know him as the door guy. He took your coats on the way in.
So
Get him up
funny.
here.
Yeah, well, while you were enjoying the headliner, he was on the subway train coming 45 minutes.
I
was on the L.
Is that
we're ready to take one.
the feature has got to be the sweetest spot. I remember I was one time, and I didn't know this. And granted, I don't necessarily do it because I like to stick around and talk to the people who are at the show afterwards. But he just did his set on the Late Show and then bounced.
Mm-hmm.
Just left. I didn't know you could do that, man.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
But you're missing out on the merch sale, which is where you get like 90% of your money doing this shit.
A lot of features make a lot of money on their merch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you're not making what the headliner makes. You have to almost sell merch to make up for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, you can make more than what some headliners make selling merch.
That's true. But some headliners get mad if you sell merch. I've seen.
Oh yeah.
But my favorite was like
their merch.
Yeah, but Jim Norton had the best quote. He was like, "Dude, he's like, if I'm getting outsold or if I'm worried about getting outsold by the feature, I shouldn't be fucking headlining."
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because some headliners would be like, "No, you can't. I don't want you selling merch." Blah blah blah. And it's just like, fuck you, dude. I'm trying to make a living here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I can steal your sale, fucking step up, man.
But
Or you should get a better graphics artist or better bit.
Yeah.
To build it
funnier.
I guess.
my favorite thing from headliners is don't talk about this during your set. Don't talk about that during your set.
Oh,
like
dude.
entire premises. Like don't bring up divorce. I got a whole 10 on that. I'm like, what? What do you mean?
They give you 15 credits. They want it done in alphabetical order. And by the way, you can't talk about life.
I own all the premises.
Yeah. By the way, that joke you had, it's my joke, bro.
Just a white dude telling you, dude, don't talk about the black experience. I got 10 on that.
Don't talk about if I had a dime for every time a white person has come up to me and suggested that I not speak about the Black Lives Matter protests, that I would never need to sell merch. I'd be rich already.
Was he just
you've had comments
back and forth? He's like, "Hey, come here."
Dude, I've had more
bring it in real quick and be like,
I've had multiple comedians, none of whom were black, ask me why I do those shows. When I was talking about the Franklin Manor protest, gay gang and stuff like that, I was running that material for a while. And even bringing it up, it's not that I'm taking a side left or right or calling somebody wrong or right. Bringing it up, and because it's an uncomfortable feeling in the room, once you start going down that road, motherfuckers will come to you and just be like, well, you know, you don't have to go there. I'm like, yeah, they don't have to be killing black people in the streets either. But I mean, they still do it. So
yeah,
I got to talk about this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's okay. I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, yeah, it might just be people trying to give you tips to say, you know, if you don't do political or, you know, charge stuff, you might get more work or something. I don't know. They think it's probably coming from a place of
help,
endearment or but in reality it's like, yeah, but I don't care. And that's the beauty of this shit, is that you can talk about whatever you want. So
yeah, I gotta talk about what's going on right now, or at least at that point in time it was so pivotal, and nothing in my recent memory had occurred like that magnitude. I had to speak about it, and if I wasn't going to speak about it, I felt like I was just as wrong. If you're going to be silent on something and you know it's wrong, you have a platform and an opportunity to at least say something. It might not be to the world, it might not be to the masses. 30 people at one show, 50 people at another show, 10 people at this show.
Yeah.
Why would I not use that platform to at least try to be funny? But at the same time, if you could leave there with a slightly different perspective, why wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
That's how I did. Like with the like we did that mic on the day that the Capitol thing happened. And I was sitting there with like Farzan and JJ and like Cam, and we're just all bullshit. And I'm like, man, I feel like I was like, I have to say something about this. And Farzan's like, oh, are you like the fucking mouthpiece? I'm like, no, I'm not saying like that. Like, like personally, I can't go up there and be the fat, funny, jolly, ha 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 guy, because I don't feel like that right now after what happened today. So I went up there and just like roasted the Proud Boys and shit. I tried doing some silly shit, and then I was like, normally this is how I am. I can't do that. I don't feel that way. Because dude, it felt like 9/11 again to me.
It was a heavy feeling.
I'm like, this is a weird thing that never happened before, and we all watched it. So I was like, I had to talk about it. So I get that, dude. I definitely understand that.
Yes, sir.
It was one of my weirder sets, but it worked.
That was a weird energy in the room that night,
Yeah.
man. It was
And
like
then that guy, yeah, because the beginning of the night, that guy like yelled at Matt about some shit.
called Matt
And then he had a
bitch.
cane. He called him a bitch. Tried to fight
Yeah,
him.
dude.
Matt's like, I'm gonna fight an old man with a cane. Like, what are we doing here?
He called him a pussy ass bitch and then got up on his cane and hobbled out of the bar. You know what, man?
Oh, you want to see pussy ass bitch? Hey, sir, walk over there without that cane. We'll see how fucking pussy ass bitch.
Just knock his cane out of his hand. Tell him to pick it up. See how much of a pussy he turns into.
Pussy ass gimp.
Well, we're supposed,
Pussy ass
Steven,
left.
did you have something about a keyhole animal or something?
A keel animal.
Yeah,
Talking about an
this-
octopus?
Yeah, that thing, right? Because they can slide through keyholes. Can't they like slide through? I've seen them slide through a crack off a boat and get back in the water.
It went through an Instagram model's dress into her cleavage. Keyhole. Got it. Anyway, yeah, Octopus Teacher. You said you saw it, Dylan, right?
Yes, I did, sir. That was one of the stranger.
Is it a documentary?
It's a
Yeah, and
documentary.
it was just like one of the weirder moments of free time that I had because I don't know why I clicked on it. I love
Octopi, yeah.
octopi. Hey, come on now, son. High school.
You
I
got
love
it.
octopi, bro, because they're such a dope animal. But that documentary, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's so weird because this dude just basically spends every day of a whole year just following an octopus around off the coast of Africa.
It's just one guy stalking
In the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So what,
But
every day he
octopus.
wakes up, puts on a wetsuit, and is like,
No.
let's go see what Henry's
No
up to.
wetsuit.
No wetsuit. It's
No
just like a
wetsuit.
mask with like one of those like pipe snorkels.
Snorkels?
He gave a pipe snorkel.
Wait, so how deep's the water though?
He's
It's a
on
wide
the
reef, so it can't be that deep. He free dives with it.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So he'll skim across, and then once he spots him, he goes down and just
Ah,
follows.
yeah.
Goes
Oh,
on
that's
his
just came out.
camera.
It's so wild, dog.
Well, what's the octopus's name? It has to have one.
He doesn't name her, I don't think.
What? It's a
And
girl?
It's a female. They have a relationship. He's
Yeah.
emotionally attached to her at this point.
Wait a minute. This documentary is changing now. First, I thought he was doing it for scientific reasons. Now you're like, it's a woman. They have a relationship.
He sees her every day. They have a meetup spot. They have for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then they meet up tomorrow. You know,
Is an octopus smoking 8 cigarettes?
Yeah. He's got to pay squid support.
laying down on this, laying down on the reef.
Department of Children and Squid.
Yeah.
Cut
Me-
her Squidwick.
Meet me at the reef.
No, but the craziest thing is there's a part in it where he finds her and she's just like covered in shells and he can't figure out what the fuck it is because it's just like this blob of shells. And then like all of a sudden the shells just like blow apart and the octopus flies
And
away.
it's her.
Yeah. Because she would just like grab a bunch of shells and just pull them into her body. I'm gonna see if we can find a picture.
This octopus was.
Is it like a defense mechanism?
Yeah.
So wait, was the octopus like friends with him? Or not friends, like it
At the
obviously
end of the movie, they were like besties.
I was gonna say
Okay.
they might have even been more than friends, dog.
Yeah.
They were definitely friendly.
An octopus can like
Bismarcky
friend
and the
you.
octopus.
Yeah.
You say he's just a friend. I
Could you
say
imagine
squid, you got what I need.
The hand job from an octopus.
That's what I was about to say, dude. Like, you might get 2-fisted, but have you ever been 8-fisted? Just like
Bro, the level of dexterity at her disposal.
you got
Well,
4 on the
like-
shaft, 4 on the balls.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Tickling my butthole, son. Let's
Yeah.
go.
It's just
like, wait
deep
a
in the
second.
butthole.
I only feel
go.
7 tentacles. Oh shit.
Oh, God.
There's that 8th one.
She just
Yeah.
winking.
Yeah.
And then he just rubs the big head of it until she inks all over the place.
Shit, I'm gonna squirt. I'm gonna squirt.
Yeah.
Man, ain't-
Octopi's like, I have black ink, you have white ink. What? We're made for each other.
We can learn.
It looks like a yin and yang symbol.
Mhm.
Inside the water.
Gross.
That's right, just makes gray. Well, caramel colored. That's what everyone's gonna be by the year 2070 something.
Have you guys watched the Tiger Woods doc?
I have.
Dude,
I haven't yet. Yeah, I'm uncultured.
he is.
It's very good.
He's a legendary coxman. Let's just.
Oh yeah, dude.
God damn.
He learned all that shit from Michael Jordan.
Yes,
a lot
he
of it
really
when he
did,
started
though.
going to Vegas and stuff. Yeah.
Really did.
So that's the octopus.
Oh, it's just like so it's a defense thing where it just looks like part of the reef, I guess.
Yeah. So there's a part in the movie where like what do they call it? A pajama shark, Dylan?
Yep.
Like there's a shark that like attacks her, takes one of her arms, and then the shark comes back like the next day. And she just like rolls into one of these and the shark's just like biting at the shells and can't get at it.
Nothing can happen.
Oh, that's so sick, dude. He puts up a
They're
shield.
so smart.
Yeah.
Is that a
fucking
pajama
crazy.
shark?
Yeah.
Why do
Let me,
sharks have such weird fucking names?
Because humans
Nurse.
name them.
Nurse shark, a pajama shark. Where they just like find the thing nearest to them and just name it after that?
Right. It's bad, dog.
Hammerhead makes sense because they have hammerheads. Okay.
I wanted a pet octopus so bad for the longest time.
So did that dude. So here's a pajama shark, David. It looks like a don't wake daddy shark.
It looks like a skimmer fish.
Yeah.
Those sucker fish that like eat the shit off the glass, the algae and stuff.
It just needs a little sleeping cap right
So
there.
they're obviously bottom feeders. They just go around and just eat off. Look at all the
Ass.
urchins, dude. Look at the urchins.
The urchins?
Yeah, all the little sea urchins, all the spiny things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
The sea coochling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, remember? Yeah, the koosh balls. Remember those fucking things? Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
There was a study that they did where, like, I think octopus, they're supposed to be like really solitary animals, and then they started giving them ecstasy, and they're like, they became much more social. Giving them ecstasy.
Just octopus with glow sticks.
They're just hanging out now. They're just partying, dude.
Yeah, they're fucking rolling, dude. Crystal Method's playing. Like, what the fuck? That's the name of the game. It's like, what the fuck is happening? These octopus are going nuts now. Coral Reef has like a light show now all of a sudden.
They find a bunch of pacifiers on the ocean floor.
And they found bioluminescence out of nowhere, dude.
It's just sitting there like putting its tentacle on the glass, like,
Yeah. They're over there twirling like light up tetras and shit.
Like Terry Crews. Like Terry Crews and white chicks.
Yeah, they're like, where'd it get a pacifier? They're like, yeah, we really need to do something about this ocean trash. The octopus are raving down here. Well, see, like, they don't even need a strobe light or anything because they can just have like different, like, show themselves different colors anyway.
That's true,
They don't
though.
even need to hallucinate.
Oh, they're like chameleons?
Yeah, and then that one poisonous ass blue ring octopus shows up and lets y'all know who really daddy is.
Oh, you're talking about the Man of War, like the Portuguese one?
Oh yeah, fuck that.
That one's like it kills humans. Like if you fucking
There's an octopus that when it attacks you, I believe it's poisonous, and this motherfucker is so poisonous that it has rings that glow on attack.
Oh shit.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Like it lights up?
Mm-hmm.
It turns into Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon. Shh. I got something real for your ass.
That's a new kung fu technique. I'm using the blue ring octopus technique.
All right, so back to the Tiger Woods thing, like,
Oh.
because I mean, does it just go through everything, or is it mostly like
Everything, bro. It goes through, and this is the thing. It's so interesting that as the documentaries are coming out now, athletes are young enough to where you're seeing them from childbirth and having footage that's really good all the way up until where they are now.
Yeah.
The guy was bred to be the best golfer of all time. That's from the time he was 2 years old, bred to be the best golfer. Day in, day out. Parents took their kids to the park. His parents took their kid to the golf course.
Yeah, his dad was what was he, a Navy or Army veteran?
His dad was a bad motherfucker. He was an operator in the Green Beret.
Yeah, that's right. He was real high.
Ready? During Vietnam.
Yeah.
Stop
Dude, he did
playing.
some of the craziest shit. He probably saw some of the craziest shit.
And
So when he got back, he just wanted I guess he played a lot. What was it at, like his local course that was like for military vets
yeah,
and
you
shit?
can only be on the base if you.
So him and his buddy, they would hang out all the time, and then Tiger would play with them. But then like later on, you find out like while his buddy's hanging out with Tiger at 2 or 3 years old, they're practicing putting, and his dad's in the van just banging some fucking girl that works at the country club, like on the like parked like.
They had a Winnebago. They had a Winnebago, and they would drive the Winnebago onto the green.
He's like 30 feet away because he sees that bitch shaking and they're scrumping, and he's over here practicing his putt and shit.
Bro,
but his dad would fuck with him. Like when he goes to putt, he'd like shake a change in his keys in his pocket. He'd yell out stuff trying to like throw Tiger off. When he was like 3 years old and shit. Yeah.
You like that jackass thing?
It's insane.
Oh man, his father is the best.
Unfortunately, like the stuff he learned when he became later on in life, just hooking up with it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he was like a nerd his whole life. So I get it. I would have fucking gone nuts too. But his dad was doing that and he knew about it and like never told his mom and shit. So that's why when he got older, he's like, well, if my dad did, I could do it. You know what I mean?
But I mean, like,
Tiger Woods.
How nuts is that going, considering how other athletes conduct themselves?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is that he was such a picture perfect role model at the time, and that's how they painted him, that when he ended up, and it's not like he hurt anybody.
You'd think his whole thing would just be like, he just holds up a picture of OJ.
But
he's just like, I'm not doing this.
What are we doing here?
But also it's the fact that not only did he was, you know, infidelity and all that shit, but they even said like he actually loved those girls for like specific reasons. He had like multiple women that were in love with him. He didn't just fuck them once and leave them. He dated like all these different women for years.
And my thing is that, and I'm not making excuses for it, I understand where he's coming from in regards to battling with things like that, because his dad did it right in front of him, man. And it was known, dog. If you watch the documentary, David's right. There's a picture of Tiger on the green. He's working on his shot, and behind him is the Winnebago. I would teach lessons to really hot girls, and then after the lessons,
that's what it was.
They were going to the Winnebago for cocktails.
Yeah, and that's
cocktails.
Yeah, and that's where she really learned how to hit the 5 wood. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the thing, is that when I was a kid and I was growing up, I heard about everything that happened. I heard about him getting arrested. You saw the mug shot.
Yeah.
I thought it was worse than what it was, man. I thought there was a reason to hate Tiger.
That's why
Y'all telling me Tiger's just human?
Yeah.
That's it?
He just likes to fuck a lot, dude.
The guy likes women and women like him. You're telling me that's why we canceled Tiger?
Yeah.
Well, he came back, though. He came back.
Came back and won. And won the match again, bro. That's such a
He's a beast, dude. No, I've always like, you know, he was just a monster on the course, dude. I think I have
I don't know,
somewhere.
Like, it's weird that we just can't accept that like our heroes can be flawed.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's the craziest thing. Like people
That's
like
the thing is like LeBron. They're always looking for something to try to take LeBron down because he's been married to the same woman.
Yeah.
He's, you know, allegedly faithful. We don't fucking know, but so
if
something happens, something happens with LeBron, it's gonna be like Tiger, where they're just gonna like run him through the fucking mud.
See, that's the thing, is how many different times do you need the same example from different people at the highest level? Yeah. When you are
but
that mindset, dog, you have to be a certain level of crazy.
But he's doing shit off the field. I don't care what he does off the field. Like
that's the thing.
If he's not killing people,
right? Ray Lewis killed a guy.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis shot a guy. All right?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Plaxico shot himself.
Allegedly. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And so the thing is that when I look at Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, John Jones, Tiger Woods, it's kind of a reoccurring thing when you're so undeniably determined to be great at something. There's going to be an outlet and a release somewhere, somehow, some way. And for a lot of people, dog, it's women, man.
Yeah, I know. That's
the craziest thing that
Matt Williams just gets it in.
Yeah,
because he's so determined to be so good on the Peloton. He's just.
No, the craziest part of that documentary to me was the fact that when he was in high school, he had a girlfriend, and his parents found out he was sneaking around.
They made him write a letter.
His parents make him write a letter to her saying, out of nowhere, I can't be with you. I need to focus on just golf. Like, it's crazy, dude. I'm like, that is like crazy, like type level. But I mean, look at where he got to go. So
that touches back on what I was talking about with his father. Bred him to be nothing more than the perfect golfer. There's no parties, there's no relationships, and there's definitely no fucking girlfriend.
Yeah, but see, it could have easily been this. He could have gone the same route as Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson becomes the king of pop, but instead of just fucking girls, he goes to like little kids. You know what I mean? Yeah, like that was his outlet that you were saying. You got to have an outlet, and his was like, I never had a childhood, and you know,
I refuse. I'm a flawed man. I refuse to judge that guy based off of the fact that he's a womanizer. I'm sorry, man. It's something that too many people do, and not just at the world famous athlete level. No, I mean at the normal human being level for me to judge somebody, dog. It's not my style. Now, if he was out here fucking the kids, now we gotta have a conversation. Yeah, we gotta cancel Tiger.
If he was out here killing people, or
we gotta kill Tiger, and that we gotta put Tiger down. We gotta put him down.
Gotta trank the Tiger.
Yeah, but everyone does that.
You gotta send him to Carol Baskin, get him taken down.
If you have any kind of power as a man, or even a little bit of money, you use that to get pussy. Like that's what. I hate to say it, but
and what's fucked up is that a lot of times it's thrown at you, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you have the power. Women like powerful men, no matter how much they say, I just want a guy to treat me right. No, you don't. Not all the time.
Here comes the defense attorney for women across the globe.
There's an angle coming.
I know, right?
I heard a lot of men talking about what it's like to be a woman. So
I did not say that at all. All I said is
we're saying that
women like powerful men. It's no secret. It's no secret.
I like them to be completely weak, so I can just control them.
Yeah, see,
to just get it back to what it should have been.
That's the new age thing. Yeah,
yeah.
See, it's usually women who A, can't fuck good, B, don't have good pussy, C, are usually frumpy and overweight, D, are bitches to begin with. Dude, men want to fuck her. Men are attracted to powerful men. It's just something people.
Maybe men should just go fuck men then, David Wayne.
Some of them do.
Just leave us out of their bullshit.
And a lot of times it's a power move. Some of them do, and a lot of times it's a power.
It is a power move, especially like when you get like prison or a place where it's a lot of men in a place. It's
power bottom move.
Dominance, dude. Yeah. You got to.
You do a power bottom move. That's gotta be one, right?
Power top. Like I'm gonna be the best bottom you ever. You ain't never gonna find another bottom like me.
It's like I dare you.
I dare you try. Go look for him. They ain't gonna put it down like me.
Bounce you into the ceiling.
They don't throw this thing back like I do. I wish you Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's just
it was weird.
That's what happens.
It was weird, honestly. But what's crazy is that he was going through all this thing. He's trying to find this release, right? He takes it out on women. Okay. His dad dies. His dad was an operator. Tiger goes to play Army with the SEALs.
Yeah, he trains. That's how he hurts himself. Yeah.
He's going into live shoot house, urban warfare training, and actually running drills with the SEALs to the point where he starts to think, I'm going to join the Navy. I'm going to quit professional golf. I'm no longer going to be the best golfer of all time. I'm going to join the Navy.
Yeah, he's going to do his reverse dad, where his dad did the military first.
Motherfucker.
Then golfed.
And I don't know why he didn't join, but I'll tell you why he didn't join. It's real cute when you're out there and everybody loves you because you're Tiger Woods and they're letting you run these drills with the SEALs.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and go to Buds and try that shit there. You're no longer Tiger Woods, pimp. And I'm not saying that he's not a tough human being, and I'm not saying he's not strong. I'm saying that starting from the bottom when you're already at the top doesn't seem so easy when you really think about it.
Yeah, that seems scary. But he even said like he told him don't go easy on me, like just because of who I am. I want you to really try to go hard. But even in the back of their heads, they're like, man, we can't.
It's fucking Tiger Woods.
Yeah,
it's fucking Tiger Woods. You're not going to go so hard. All right.
He ends up hurting himself, and then you know, fucked up his knee.
Yeah, he ended up breaking his body down PTing with these guys, which is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Why you're doing this when you're a professional golfer, I don't know. But
Yeah, Patrick Garrity has a great bit about it.
Maybe he just wanted to get onto that course again.
It's so funny watching Tiger move through rooms and clear house. Oh, it's great, dude. It's phenomenal.
Did he just?
Yeah, go ahead.
He's not, dude. He's not even throwing grenades. He's just lobbing Titleist at motherfuckers, knocking them out.
That's so funny.
Oh man, imagine
instead of mortar shells, it's just Tiger teeing off.
Yo, Tiger!
Yeah, you're like in Afghanistan and you're sitting on a tower and you just hear ping.
Instead of having an 8-gunner, instead of having an 8-gunner, just somebody commenting, okay, and here's Tiger lining up for the shot. And it's good.
Yeah, the spotters just whispering to him.
He does the scoop every time he gets it. Yo, Tiger would be so accurate as a waterman.
You just see a guy walking, all of a sudden, and he just falls over. Enemy down.
He chips a NATO round into fucking Bin Laden's head.
Oh fuck, man. Mortarmen are bad dudes, bro. Mortarmen are bad motherfuckers, dog. I spent a lot of time as their engineer.
I just love the sound.
Dude.
That it just sounds so cool, like when you hear it.
Oh, I thought you meant the whistle.
The 80s are great.
No, isn't there usually like a thump when it launches? Yeah. If you're right next to it, do they have to wear headgear and shit, right? Because it's pretty loud, isn't it?
I mean, yes, but it's in real circumstances, guys are operating mortar guns and just PT gear because think about how far away you are from the actual line. You know?
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, when contact happens, you'll see guys run out there in shorts and short sleeve shirts and just a Kevlar and a kit, and then start getting to work, man. It's
just like they're retrieving a ball on a tennis court.
Bro, like they're going in sandals. In sandals. Get it in, bro. It's so dope, man. I love it.
So basically they look like you running out there, but
essentially
with a gun.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you guys got anything to plug? We should probably start rapping.
Yeah. You guys go ahead.
David?
Oh, this Saturday I'll be roast battling Stevie at the 8-bit. I have nothing, by the way.
Me either. It'll be fun.
Written much at all. Like don't we have to write for other people too? I'm like, I don't plan on getting past Stevie, so if I'm being honest. So February 13th, 8-bit roast, or 8-bit show. After the show, we're doing a roast battle to the Vortex, right? In St. Pete. And then February 18th, Apps and Taps in Trinity, Florida. Doing like 25 minutes there. That's gonna be fun. And then February 20th, I'll be at Snappers, right? Filling in for you, Dylan, right?
Thank you, sir, for doing that.
Dude, thank you for even like.
Oh, you're the man.
I talked to Jason this past week and everything's good. So
everything good with that?
So far, I guess the owner's still out of town or overseas. So I'm like, hope everything's all right, man.
Yeah.
And that's all I got. What you got, Stevie?
Roasting you on the 30th. Not the 30th, the 13th, as you said.
Yeah.
I'll be at Porky's in St. Cloud on the 20th doing a guest spot. 27th, I'll be featuring at the Whiskey with JJ Curry.
Woo.
Awesome.
Nice.
It'll be JJ Curry, Pat Largo. March 4th, I'll be at Apps and Taps with, I think it's just going to be me and John Jacobs.
Oh, two-man show.
Mm-hmm. And then
maybe I'll come out and do another one.
I was about to say, yeah. I mean, is this?
Dude, I live like 10 minutes from there.
That's good.
You can come out and watch. No, I'm just.
I probably will.
And then March 5th and 6th, I'll be hosting at Snappers.
Awesome.
Nice.
And that's it. What you got, Dylan?
Physics. I'll be doing physics and ethics homework, and supporting
the Peloton.
You guys, every Wednesday we release. Hit the subscribe button. Like,
you better do ethics. You straight white male piece of shit.
Well, I should just cancel myself and quit if that's. for being ethical.
Yeah.
Matt, are you still riding the Peloton? Like, what's
Yeah.
your miles up to now? You already did the 100 thing or whatever.
Yeah.
150 yet or whatever?
Now 1,000's a goal.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get another 100 by the end of the year.
Hell
So
yeah, dude. I love that.
yeah, it's I don't want my thighs to ever be separated.
You don't want a thigh gap?
Yeah,
Yeah, no
that's
thigh.
overrated.
What were you saying?
You want some dates?
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that, Dylan. Sorry. We won't forget you.
What do you got, Dylan?
Hey,
There we go.
We'll get you around, whatever you want. I guess if you need it. February 9th, I'm at Tin Roof, Orlando.
Hell yeah.
Dope. First time in Orlando. Come out and see your boy, man.
Nice.
February 19th, I'm at Snappers. It's going to be great. I love that room. February 20th, I'm at Side Splitters. Please come out and see that. March 19th, I'm at Snappers. And then April 2nd, I'm doing a guest set at Spitfire. April 3rd, I'm featuring for Professor J. So that would be cool.
Nice.
All right. And where can everyone find you on like social media and stuff at?
Everything is at Dylan Walker Comedy. Instagram is my main handle. Please follow me. I'll follow you back at Dylan Walker Comedy. TikTok, Dylan Walker Comedy. YouTube, all that shit. Man.
Okay.
Make
Twitter
sure to
and
like,
stuff.
share, subscribe to Dylan Walker.
Oh, please do. I don't want to have to fight nobody over a like. That would be so petty. I really want to thank you guys, though, honestly, for having me on, dude. That was a blast.
Oh,
Hey,
thanks for being on.
as long as I never catch a shin or an elbow from you, I'm happy.
No, I can't guarantee that, though. I like to be physical with my friends. So if I start
Yeah.
fucking you up, that's how you know I love you.
Yeah, I'll just have to bear hug you, then fall over. That's my one move.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks
He's
for being
Mass
here.
Williams. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down there. Also hit that notification bell so you can get updated when we put out new content every week. Every Tuesday, Topical Depression. Every Wednesday, the podcast comes out. Audio is available on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, Spotify. Or you can watch another one of these videos. Maybe this one here. Thank you for watching.